how easy is it to say this is sort of the right balance to strike when you say, maybe a little bit like when you go out and you do user research and you have, let's say, a good average number is like talk to 5 people and talk to their stories, and you get a really good spread without getting the same answer, but you're not getting too diverse without being able to see a tendency. Is there something there the same with the decision making for to plan your path to develop your Me Plus?
I mean, I think on people who think differently, if you have three people who are independent who don't know each other and they think differently, I think that that's good enough. And I think anything extra is a bonus. So I think, three is a trend. So if you end up getting advice from three independent people that's going in the same direction, then you've probably hit something really, really useful, right? I think, the approach that you described, and how you work, I think it's quite common actually that people have kind of a number of things that are actually running along in the same kind of in a direction. And I think if you have good habits embedded in kind of thinking about your future already, that can work really, really well. I think for people who've been stuck for a long time, whether or not they've hit unemployment or they've hit a rush or they've been plateaued, starting with one thing and really aiming for that and embedding those small steps, because I don't think it's necessarily even about the goal that you're shooting for. I think it's about the ability to be able to design your routines actually, that you have steps that are moving you towards something that's positive in your future. And if you get that down once, I think being able to do it 4 or 5, even 10 times, depending on your personality, can work really, really well. The thought processes that you describe, Marcus, I mean, they help me in the sense that some of my biggest breakthroughs have been when I've had if I'm sleeping, I'll go to sleep thinking about a problem, and then I'll wake up and I'll actually have some ideas about how to solve it. Rarely I sit down at my desk and I have a brainwave. I'm sitting down at my desk and I'm doing those routine tasks, writing up ideas that I've had already. And, you might call that creativity, but it isn't actually where my creative moments have come from, down to the kind of boring administrative tasks that we'd all love to give away.